Hi guys, welcome back to your monthly romance readings. This is Raisa here with your reading for December 2017. We're experiencing a full moon tonight, so I thought I would lay the cards for the single people out there and see if they're going to achieve some type of a romantic encounter for the month of December. The bottom of the tarot deck, we have the Nine of Cups showing. So this is a wish, a fulfillment of something you have asked for. But always remember what they say. Be careful what you ask for because you may just get it. So the trick of it is to know what you want. Release the past. Know the relationships you have been in already and what failed, what worked, what would you like to have again in a relationship, and what do you not want. So you need to be aware that if you dwell on past relationships and how they ended and how you wish things would have been different and how you could have done something differently, if you keep dwelling on that, that is what you're going to re-attract. Someone the same as the relationship you got out of, the most recent one or the one that you think about the most. You will recreate that and it will happen again, and you will have to learn that lesson again, or perhaps there was parts of it that you didn't close on. There was something you didn't let go of. There was something you had to learn and you didn't learn. So you will re-experience either the same person or a relationship with the same issues, so that you learn this time what you failed to learn the first time, because everything is energy. And if you're still thinking about a relationship that ended many years ago on a bad note, then there's something that you didn't close on. There's something you didn't learn there. There's a part of that relationship that still lingers, that needs closure. And you will have to experience that before you can move on to the next stage of your romantic life. And that goes for single people or people that are in a relationship. But this relationship reading is for singles. Okay? All right. Let's start. I've already laid the romance angel cards down. So I'm going to go through those, the ones that I have on the table, and then I'm going to clarify each card with a tarot. All right? So we're beginning the month with, I asked the question, what do we need to do in order to meet a romantic partner? Is there a romantic partner coming for us in the month of December? So passion is the first card. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Now, we experience so many things in our lives where romantic relationships are concerned, or when we break off with someone, it kind of takes away a lot of our passion. And we would like to experience another relationship, but we don't want to feel any pain. We don't want to re-experience some of the things that were very painful, or that we perhaps didn't know how to work through, different experiences. And then we kind of lose some of our passion. So this card is telling us that we need to bring back a lot more passion into our lives. Start doing some of the things that we feel passionate about, that make us feel passion within ourselves. Because this is an energy that's essential to attract someone that's passionate and loving, and it's something that you want in order to reignite the fire within you. That goes for all of us. So we need to do something about the passion that we feel. How passionate are we about pulling in another soulmate, or starting over again with a relationship? Are we complacent with where we are? Are we happy being alone? Do we just want to date someone, or perhaps get out more, meet new people, but not really go into a relationship? Or are we ready to really invest 100%, bring back the passion that we had for life, for relationships, for significant partners? Whether they're males or females, it doesn't matter what you're trying to attract. It's just the level of passion has to be brought up some in order for a new relationship to be able to begin. You have to be more passionate about it. The next card that we have here is codependency. Now, addictions that are affecting your romantic life. So whether this is you, or the partner that you're about to meet, or the next partner that's coming in, there's a lot of codependency in their lives. They're either codependent with someone else, or the relationship is flawed in some way. And at first it may start pretty good, but then it becomes very codependent. And this is almost, this card here reminds me of the Devil card, where it's not the actual devil, but it's the bondage that you have to another person, whether it's jealousy, addictions to drugs, or addictions to alcohol, or to food, or just to having that drama in the relationship, which is very painful because eventually it splits. You cannot, really have a happy 50-50 relationship with someone if they're codependent on you. Let's say they don't have their shit together, and then you put more into the relationship than they do, or vice versa. That's a codependency that really, at the end, does not work. It just doesn't work. Even if you try very, very hard for a long, long time to make it work, in the end, it will end up very badly. Because the codependency or addictions to drugs, alcohol, food, negative thought patterns, or negative sexual patterns or situations, that can be going on within each individual. There's so many, I can't list them now, but you know what I'm talking about. I'm just giving you an overview that there could be some codependency that you have with, about wanting another relationship. It could be something codependent. Perhaps you want them to help support you, or to come into the relationship with lots of money so that you don't have to worry about working anymore. There's a lot of ideas like that create codependency within a relationship. So, first of all, your passion levels have to go up. Your codependency to either a pattern, an addiction, something like that has to be worked on. You need to work on that before you can actually attract a healthy relationship. Otherwise, you'll attract someone that's codependent like yourself. It'll be a reflection of what you are, so that you work on it. So these are, very, very serious points that you need to work on in order to bring in a new relationship into your life. The next card is pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So there are signs that are already being given to you that you have to work on in order to be able to attract a healthy relationship. Also, you may meet someone, or may have already met someone that's already buzzing around, but you already know that perhaps this isn't the right person. Yes, you may like to be in a relationship. Yes, you may want to date again. But yes, you also see that the person that's buzzing around you may have more issues than you're willing to take on at this time in your life. So remember, the red flags are already there. You need to pay attention. Sometimes we turn a blind eye to situations or red flags per se, and then we get caught up in a situation that's extremely codependent, may be very passionate, but passion with years, it wanes. So then you're stuck with a codependent relationship that could be horrific after a while. So you need to be careful. Now, there could be a relationship that steps into your life that's going to be extremely passionate and extremely electromagnetic. It's like you'll be able to feel the chemistry. It'll be like, magnetism. You'll see this person and it'll be like, wow. You'll take your breath away, because it can happen, okay? So somebody's going to come into your life that's going to be very attractive to you. You're going to feel a spark when you get near this person. When you either touch him and you'll feel like a spark and you'll go, wow, you just shocked me, or something to that effect. You're going to know that something just happened, and you're not going to know what. Either you'll hear a bell ringing in your head, something. You'll feel the shock of touching this person, because here on this card it shows, like a shock, a light, a flash, something. You're going to feel something when you get around this person that's coming your way. Okay, so there could be more than one person. There could be a person that comes into your life prior that's not going to be the right choice. So be very careful. I think in my weekly reading today, I had something like that show up, where I had the Seven of Cups and the Knight of Cups together. So that's a person that's coming into your life that may be offering a cup of love, you know, asking you out, wanting to see if they could, you know, work their way into your life somehow. But the Seven of Cups shows that you have more than one option. So don't be taken in by the initial person. Always keep your options open, because there may be someone else that comes in later that's going to have like a lot of chemistry with you. You're going to be glad that you waited. Okay? There's going to be a serious attraction with this person, big time. Okay? Also, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So, in order to expedite this person coming into your life, or you being able to get ready, you need to fall in love with life again. Okay? You need to be attracted to everything. A flower, the colors, the sun, yourself. You know, you need to raise your vibrations in order to meet that of this other person that has a very high chemistry with you. I don't know if you can hear that. I have a monitor so that I can monitor my mom in her room. So hopefully you're not listening to her like I'm listening to her. But I don't want to turn the monitor down, because if she calls me, I need to be able to jump up and go see what's going on with her. She just had surgery like 24 hours ago, a day and a half ago, whatever. And I need to make sure that I can hear her and go if she needs me. She's talking to someone on the phone, but she's very loud. All right. For those of you that are single and are wanting to attract a partner into your life, you need to let go of control issues. Now, either you're a very controlling person, and when you meet somebody, you want to change everything and do everything your way, or this is telling you that you need to allow the situation to unfold naturally. The romance angels are working behind the scenes in order to bring you to a healthy, wonderful, romantic partner. But if you try to say, well, I want the guy or the girl to be X height, color of hair, and color of eyes, and they have to have, I don't know, a fancy car and make X amount of money each month, or else, you know, you can't, like, put a list out there of what you want. You can say, yes, I want the person to be compassionate, I want them to be financially independent, you know, general things like that. Even then, you're still putting a limitation on what the angels can bring to you. So you just specify things about their personality, you know, loving, kind, giving, whatever. But don't try to narrow, you know, the options that you can get, because otherwise you may miss someone perfect for you by narrowing down, you know, what they need to look like or be like or have in their lives, because you could actually meet someone that doesn't have two dimes to rub together. And then all of a sudden, the fact that you two met and you started dating and decided to go the next step, you could both land these wonderfully, very lucrative jobs, or you can start your own business out of thin air. I mean, it can happen. I've seen it happen. So I know that this is a possibility. When the right soulmates meet together, there's a spark that happens. There's a chemistry that happens, where they can manifest very, very quickly everything that they want out of nothing, without having that background of money or of clout or of name or whatever, you know. They don't have to have that, not initially. If it comes in that way, well, that's even better, because then you can just build on that and it's a little easier. But try to let go of the control issues of what you want out of a relationship or out of a partner, so that the angels can bring to you exactly what you need at this time. And keep in mind that there's also soulmates from the past that are still waiting to meet you, because we have so many soulmates, you know, from so many lives that we live. And it doesn't, you don't know how many you have in this particular lifetime that you need to meet at certain intervals in your life. So you need to leave the parameters open, because you don't know who's coming. But who is coming is going to be a true love, a love of a lifetime. It's what you have waited for. It's what you have worked for. It's what you're wanting to attract into your life. But it might be on a subconscious level. You may not even realize who it is that's coming or what it is that's coming. You may not even believe that you can get what you have in the back of your mind, what you have in your subconscious mind that you want, because sometimes we think, oh, we want this and that, but then we don't feel that we deserve it, or that we can actually manifest that wonderful partner that we're hoping to manifest in our lives, that we have waited for, that we've worked towards, that what we want, what we've practically given up on achieving because it's taken a long time, or because we just haven't seen it manifest in whatever parameter time we thought it should have manifested, and it didn't, because we didn't let go. You know, perhaps we were, if I can get the card, I'll show you. Perhaps we were not very clear of what we wanted. Very soon now. So if we let go of control issues and we work on our codependency, and we start to raise our vibrations and fall in love with life again, and our passion goes off the charts, we start doing all the things that we love, and we really start to turn into who we truly are. Okay? Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. You have to decide on what you want, because you can't one day say, okay, I'm going to leave it open for the universe, an ex-soulmate from another life, and, you know, you tell all these situations that you want and what you want him to be like, and the personality, him, her, whatever. And then 3 days down the road, you start thinking about an ex, or you see an ex, or someone that you at some point liked, and you're like, oh, wow, they're really cute, or what have you. You know, so you get wishy-washy. Or you see someone on TV and you go, oh, wow, I wish my soulmate could look like that. And, oh, no, I don't even want one. You know, you're up and down with your emotions. So the energy isn't there. It isn't solid energy that's out there attracting and what you want. It's wishy-washy. One day it's one thing, the next day it's another, and you're going back and forth, and you don't know what. So this card is saying that you're not clear about what you want. And you may have put the wrong energy out there, you know, so you might get something that you really don't like when you get it, and it's because you've been up and down with what you want. You haven't been clear enough for the energy to attract what it is that you actually should get, or would like, or the best thing for you, because you're asking the wrong parameters, or you're asking the wrong thing. You're being too controlling with how you're asking what you want, or not controlling enough, or you're just not putting out the right thoughts to the universe, okay? Another thing, your finances are taking up a lot of your time. So you're not leaving enough time open in order to get out there and meet new people. It's also not going to fall through your ceiling or come through the chimney like Santa Claus. It just isn't going to happen. You need to get out there and do certain things in order to attract a soulmate, or run into one. You know, take a class, or go start painting somewhere. Do things that you like, okay? If you like to run in the park, then go run in a park, and then every week try a different park. You know what I mean? There's things that you need to do in order to get out there and meet someone. And your finances are taking up all of your extra time. You're either thinking about work, working extra hours, working at home, not putting in enough time. And for some of you, you have children. So children are taking up that time. You may be single and you wish you could meet someone, but you have kids at home that are taking up your time. So you need to make some time to get out by yourself. Maybe even with the kids, you know, because you want to meet someone, you want them to know you have kids. Also, the person that you are waiting to meet may have kids, and that could be an issue with them. They may have kids and pets, and, you know, that takes up their extra time. They're either working or they're with their kids. So eventually the time will be opened up so that you two can meet. This is also a card that expresses working on wounds from the past. That could be what's blocking you. That could be that codependency or those red flags. Because some of us have wounds from childhood. A parent that left, a parent that died, fighting at home. You know, many things can happen to us when we're children, and we see this, and then it's a shock, you know, to us. And we have wounds that could be preventing us from meeting the next soulmate, the next partner, or vice versa. It could be an issue with them and nothing to do with you. But healing the inner child, working on your own children, working on expressing love to your own children could be another issue that's stopping you from meeting someone at this time. It doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. It's very possible that it happens for you if you're single in the month of December, because it's showing here that more than one person can come in. One person that has a lot of issues when it comes to codependency or addictions, and then another one that's very attracted to you by chemistry and the true love of a lifetime. So for some of you, you may advert this person with the issues. You may know who this person is already, okay? So you may want to just kind of steer clear of that, or perhaps go on a date or so if it happens. But then once you see how this person acts around other people, once you see the red flags, do not allow yourself to ignore the signs. Don't do it. Because there is someone else that's coming that's going to be perfect, brought on by the divine. The romance of a lifetime, I wouldn't want to give that up for nothing. For nothing. This is what I'm waiting for, and this is what I want to achieve in my life. I want it to be something spectacular for me. You know, but sometimes you have to wait, and you have to work on the issues that you know that need to be worked on. Each one of us knows, okay, yes, I do have a wound from childhood. Yes, I do have an addiction problem that I need to get rid of. Yes, I have codependency issues. If I work on that, get past it, someone will come into your life, because it's showing you that once you work on these issues, someone will show up. It's just a matter of the right timing and working on the issues you need to work on, because you don't want to attract someone that's codependent or that has addiction problems and the red flags all over the place. You don't want that. What the heck you want that for? You know you're going to suffer, and so will the person, because it's a reflection thing. So you want to wait for the right person to come. You want to work on those issues. While you're working on those issues, your soulmate will be working on them as well. Once you're over them, they're over them. It's like a mirror thing. It's like looking at both sides of the mirror, from front and back, and whatever you want to say or call it. It's the best way I can describe it. If you work on your own situations, your twin soul, whatever you want to call it, on the other side will be doing the same shit. So you won't meet until the issues are resolved. If you don't resolve them now, you'll meet that person now, and it won't work out, because both of you will still have all these issues, and eventually you'll either work on it together and be able to overcome all those obstacles that are going to happen, or you're going to work on it before, and then when you meet, you don't have that stuff to get out of the way. You'll be a different person, in essence. I hope you're understanding me, because this is like deep shit. This situation involves a wedding. So this person, this love of a lifetime, could be coming into your life for a serious, long-lasting relationship, a commitment. Whether it's marriage on paper or living together to the point where you live like a married couple and you're it for each other. You know, you don't have other people on the side. You're done with all of that. You've worked out all your issues. So it's a very committed relationship. One that can involve marriage. Maybe you two will meet, everything goes great, and you marry within a year or two. Once you get to know the person enough, because we really never know another person, but when you get to know them to the point where you really don't want to be without them, you feel you can, go all the way, get married. And for some, this means that you will meet this person at a wedding. Maybe someone you know and love very much, a family member, a good friend, someone at work gets married, and they invite you just out of the blue. And you go, and there you will meet this person that's so perfect for you at the wedding. Or at the celebration prior to the wedding, after the wedding. A wedding somehow is involved in the situation with this soulmate. The soulmate may be married. You may be married. And you're trying to get divorced now. You're trying to work through your codependent issues and your addictions with this person, and you want a divorce. So you won't meet this person until all of those issues are taken care of. You see, this is a general reading, so any of these things can apply to any one of you. You know, it doesn't have to be that you're going to get married. It could be that you're already married and you need to get divorced in order to meet this other person. And until you get divorced, this other person cannot come into your life because you are taken. Okay, so that's the I'm trying to give you all the scenarios of the cards. But for some of you, you'll meet this person through a wedding, and for others, this relationship will eventually turn into a wedding for you. You will get married. It's a relationship that's coming in to be stable and to be committed. It's not going to be one of those codependent fly-by-night relationships, a one-night stand, or you go out a few times and then you decide, oh, forget it. I don't want to take, I'm done, what have you. No, this is going to be one that you're going to get your socks blown off because of the chemistry and the passion that you will feel with this person, the attraction that you will have, the true love nature of it, of allowing the universe to bring you just the right person into your life at the right time. Whether they have children or not, it'll feel like it's your family. You may have children, they'll look at it like family already because of the love that you will feel together. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. You will feel romantic feelings for this person and this person for you. It's going to be a very romantic relationship. So it's very well worth waiting for. And I don't believe that card isn't on here because there's a card in this deck that's called, well worth waiting for. And the angels are always saying, you need to wait because the one that's coming is so special that you're going to be glad that you waited. So it's going to be very romantic. It's real. You're going to feel these feelings and you need to tell the person. You need to show, you need to express your romantic feelings towards this person when you meet them, when you're with them. Because they're going to give you what you give them. They're going to express as much as you express. If you don't want to express your feelings, they're going to hold back. The same thing. Remember, a reflection, okay? So when you meet this person and they blow your socks off and you don't know where they are, you need to tell them, you're awesome. You really have blown me away. I want to get to know you. I really care about you. You need to express how you feel about them. Yes. Tell them whatever. For some of you, there's a reconciliation. It's someone that comes from a past relationship that you have had a very strong chemistry with, that you had a lot of issues with, a lot of codependency with, but there was no closure. One of you left. Sometimes when soulmates meet and it's a very karmic relationship, a very codependent relationship, very painful. Those relationships are very painful. One of the twins or one of the soulmates runs. They have to because you stay together, one of you is going to die. Sometimes the relationships are that bad. They're good and they're bad. They're very strong because it's a soul that you've known for many lifetimes. But it's so chaotic. It's so destructive that one of them has to leave in order to save their lives, one way or the other, or save the life of the other, because they figure, I love you this much, but I have to leave you because our relationship is very destructive if we stay together. Sometimes they come and they go many, many times until finally one of them just stays gone. They don't ever come back because they know it's just a bad situation at that time because of the addictions, because of the codependency. So there's no closure. So for some of you, it's someone that's returning from a past relationship. Okay, there's a reconciliation and you two can work it out. You still love each other because the energy is still there. You have not closed that door. You can't. It's a tie that's still there because you didn't finish. There was something that was left unsaid. Even if it's just, listen, I really care for you. We just can't stay together, but I'll always love you. Always. And there's a goodbye. There's an ending to that in order to release that energy so that you can meet someone else. And for some of you, this person that's coming back from an old relationship is your soulmate. Is the one you're supposed to be with. It's someone you're supposed to walk through hell, Keep going and come out the other end, and then stay together. Work through the problems together, because you were meant to stay together in this lifetime. And then, of course, there's separation time, and then there's reunited time. But the person is your soulmate. Now, that's for a few, that this reconciliation is from a past relationship. For others, this is someone from a past lifetime that you may have had a lot of issues with in other lifetimes. And they're coming back into your life at this particular time in your life because you've learned that lesson already with another soulmate. You've already worked through all the shit. The codependency, the addictions, and now it's time for you to reunite with that other one that you left in another lifetime because of it. But you've already learned the lesson, and perhaps they have as well. So now it's time to reunite and pick up where you left off in another time and finish it, because that person is your soulmate and he loves you or she loves you very, very much. And you two have a connection in the spirit realm, in your dreams. You're still connected. So eventually when you work through the issues, they come back into your life. And once they do, it's time to head out on your own, a retreat with this person. You need to get out with this person, be alone. No computers, no cell phones, no Facebook, none of that stuff. You put all that stuff down and you get to know this person on a personal level, without technology, without all that stuff. Get outdoors. Go to a nice, beautiful place and spend time together, getting to know them. If it's someone that you already know from a past relationship, you already know them. You got 50% of the problem already settled. Then you need to work on closing whatever was left open, that wound, healing the wound that was left open from the relationship, and then see if you can continue. And if not, you say goodbye, because there is someone else that's coming, someone that's waiting in the wings until this wound is healed, closure to this relationship that meant so much. And for some of you, you're picking up where you left off in a past life with a soulmate. Okay, but you need to get to know them, you need to get to know them all over again. You'll feel like you already know this person anyway. Most of these soulmates that we meet in our lives, we know these souls from other times. So it's real easy to get to know them again. It's real easy. Now, I was going to clarify these cards, but I think I've been pretty explicit with the way that I have explained these cards. If I clarify them, it's going to take an hour for me to finish this reading. I'll do the first two cards. The Passion card. Why you need to allow your heart and soul to sing with joy, to raise your passion. It's because you've been hurt before. And you have a wall of protection. So you can't raise your passion or allow someone in that's very passionate, because you're very protective of yourself. You're protecting your heart. You're protecting yourself with your own wall of fire, of passion, that you will not allow someone else in. So you have to open up the wall a little bit so that someone else can come into your life. For the next card, Codependency, we have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is moving away from a place that has caused you strife, discomfort, you're unhappy, to a place where it's more peaceful, where you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. You can see that this place is going to bring you a little bit more peace. You may still have your struggles with you, your addictions, your codependent thoughts, but you're moving away from a time when you weren't able to break away from them. But now you are. Now you are, because you're wiser, you've grown more, you know how you can break away from these addictions, from these codependent situations. Now you know how to break away. Now you just have to continue moving forward. Metaphorically, even if it's just in your mind. For some of you, it's moving away from a relationship, from a place where you live, a place of employment, people around you, family members that have really put you in a bad place. And by moving away, even if you take your thoughts with you, you're going to a more peaceful time, and you'll be able to work on these addictions and on this codependent situation, breaking away from it. That's how you're going to take care of that. Shit, I want to keep going. What about you? You want me to keep going? Yeah. Let's clarify the red flags. Red flags. How to work on these red flags. What do? You act more like the King of Wands. The King of Wands is someone that's very passionate, but a leader. Okay, so you be a leader of your own thoughts, of the situation. If you know that you have met someone, or you're dating someone, or went out with someone that is not good for you, you could see by the way that they treat others, by the way they talk about other people that you don't like, well, then you be like the King of Wands. He's a leader. He enacts things. He takes action. So you take action and you break away from this person. You don't allow this person to suck you in any deeper. Okay? You don't do it. You take action. All right? Like the King of Wands would. And he's a leader anyway. He leads. So you would just lead yourself and go, hey, look, I'm sorry, but I'm above all this stuff. I'm not going to get caught up in all this addictions or in this negative pattern or in this codependent type relationship with anyone. Not anymore. The next card is chemistry. Chemistry. You won't have to work very hard when you meet this person that's going to have a lot of chemistry with you. You're not going to have to work really hard. This card upright is working really hard, constantly working at low pay, working out, hammering out the same old pentacle and not getting very far, but learning a lot, you know. In this case, you're not going to have to work really hard when you meet this person. You're going to meet this person and know immediately that this person is really, really good for you. That this person is the right person because of the chemistry levels that you're going to have with this person. All right, let's clarify the attraction card. How can you work on your attraction? How can you raise your vibrations to become fully attracted? Well, we got several cards, but I think I'm going to reshuffle. Because, two cards again. Attraction. The Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is very creative. She's super passionate about everything. And here is the Hangman that came out too. So the Hangman is all about looking at life from a different perspective. You need to look at everything from a new point of view, you know, and so that you can start to raise your vibrations and start falling in love with life again, okay? And be like the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is super creative. She enacts lots of creative, passionate type work, ideas. She's ready for sex too, because she sits with her legs open. So she's ready. You need to raise your vibrations so that you can be more passionate and ready to have a sexual encounter with someone. You need to look at life from a different perspective. You need to raise your vibrations, fall in love with life again. And by being more warm, passionate about life, and sacrificing things that you no longer need to do or have in your life, and look at life from a different perspective, you can start to fall in love with life again. It would be easy. The Queen of Wands makes everything easy because she doesn't stop it. No. She's a queen. She rules just like the King of Wands. They enact a lot of passion in their lives. Letting go of control issues by being more balanced. If you're more balanced in your own life, okay, and more fair, this is the Justice card. This is karma. So you're working through a lot of karma in your life right now, okay? So you need to let go of control issues and how you're going to paint the person that you want to come into your life. Forget that. Karmic justice is what's bringing this person into your life. It's due to come into your life at this time. So there's a particular person that's coming. So it's not going to serve you to paint the picture, because all that's going to do is slow it down. You need to let go of the control. Be more balanced in your judgment of people and the way that you look at life. Be more balanced. You could also be a Libra person that's coming into your life, because this card represents Libra. It represents air signs. Okay, so just let go of the control issues and see what happens, okay? It could be an air sign that comes into your life. Or it's just karmic justice. And that's what's going to bring it in. It's what's due to come into your life at this time, due to past lives and due to karma. All right, let's clarify the true love. Oof. Again, air signs, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Love of a lifetime. Seeing things clearly. By opening up your mind, by seeing things clearly. Maybe even joining groups of people that write. Could also be a surgeon, someone that cuts. So this could be a doctor, this could be a military person, it could be an air sign. So these cards are they point fingers at certain signs, at certain things, but it also points a finger to a gift that's given to you by the divine that cuts through anything that isn't right. Okay, it's also clear thinking. So once your mind clears up and you start seeing things for what they truly are, then this true love is going to walk into your life without a problem. Now we're going to clarify the very soon card. Okay, clear to decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Your choices. This is like poetic, huh? You have to choose properly. What is it that you want in your life? You have to choose. You have to heal. This is also a card of healing. Of healing the past, of healing your duality, your yin and your yang, your twin. It lives within you, your reflection. You have to clearly decide what you want. Don't be picky and wishy-washy. Your choices. Make the right choice for what you want. Open up your heart and heal so that the right person can finally come into your life, because it's being blessed by an angel. There's someone that's there, a soulmate, a significant soulmate. But you have to open your heart. Okay, here's the next card. Your finances and your career. Financial issues are a factor. Here's the King of Swords. Here's that Libra. Okay, or a Gemini, or an Aquarius. This is a very logical person. So you need to think logically about what it is you're doing with your finances. Where can you cut corners? Where can you draw the line so that you don't spend all of your extra time worrying about how to make money? Maybe talk to someone that can help you with your finances, that can help you organize it, so you don't feel like you have to work all the time in order to pay your bills or make the money that you need to keep you going. There could be someone that comes into your life that can help you organize yourself, or give you more time to spend going out, doing things where you can meet other people. Okay, let's clarify children. Oof. Children, and you got the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords usually represents theft, so this could be theft of time. Like your kids could be manipulating your time. If you have kids, they could be manipulating all of your extra time, and you don't have time to meet anyone new because of your kids always wanting your attention or manipulating you, so you don't have time to get out there and meet someone new. This could also mean you turning around and going in a different direction, okay? Maybe there's a split with an ex, you know, and it was a bad split. So they took a lot from you, they took the kids from you, and you're having a hard time. On the weekends, you have to spend the weekends with the kids, and you don't really have time to meet someone new. This could mean many, many things, okay? Also, turning your back on the past and going in a different direction, on the wounds that you may have as a child. You know, maybe someone took something from you, you know, that has left you wounded as a child, a parent, something that may have happened. So that one's a tough one, huh? Being left out in the cold. So you may have lost your children somehow. have wounds yet from childhood, being left out in the cold, like no one loves you, like no one cares for you. So this could mean just wounds from the past that you need to heal before this new person can come into your life, because you feel like someone took something from you, like they betrayed you somehow and left you out in the cold. Someone has hurt you and has hurt your inner child. So that's what that right there. You need to heal that in order to be able to move forward. Let's clarify the wedding card. You have a lot of responsibilities on you. So there's a lot of responsibilities that come along with this relationship. It could be kids. It could be a lot of the passions and a lot of the work that you two do. So you need to let go of some of these passions, of some of this hard work. Maybe it represents the hard work that both of you have done in order to achieve this relationship or achieve having met. Because you both had to work very, very hard in order to come together to now have this committed relationship. So that could be what that card there means. It's either that or you two have to let go of a lot of the responsibilities that you have put on your back, a lot of the things that keep you busy, all this busy work and things that you do in order to have time to meet this person, okay? Romantic feelings, let's clarify that one. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. This relationship, once you meet this person, it's going to move very slowly, okay? You may get frustrated at the person because they move so darn slow. But it's okay, because you don't want a relationship that you have waited a very long time to achieve, to meet, to all of a sudden move really, really quickly. You need to take your time to get to know this person and show them how you feel and let them show you, so that you know that you're going in the right direction. But it's going to move very slow but very grounded. This relationship is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. But it's going to move really slow once you meet them. It's not going to be like, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Oh, let's get married. No, it's going to take a while. But it will happen. It'll be very committed and very grounded and very abundant. You're going to create a lot of abundance with this. This reconciliation brings back inheritance. It'll bring back living together, a very grounded, very financially stable situation, okay, with this reconciliation. So this person may have left the relationship and gotten rid of all the codependency and all the addictions and become very grounded, very financially stable, and is ready for different generations of family to live together, has a home where your whole family can move in together and then be very, very happy. This could also be inheritance that's coming from this person, maybe an inheritance that has been held back, that is now going to be freed up for you. It also represents older family members that could be moving in with you when this reconciliation happens for some of you, whether it's a person from the past or from a past relationship. Oh, I don't like it when cards flip. The soulmate, at some point this soulmate might make you feel like they've taken the power away from you, or some type of a loss. So this soulmate might come into your life feeling like there's been a loss. They've had a loss, you've had a loss of friendship or relationship, and maybe this is how you meet. Because someone has taken the power away from this person or from you, and you go in a different direction. Be careful not to try to win stories or battles or what have you in no way with this person. When you meet this person, don't get into arguments or try to be the best at everything, you know, because of this Five of Swords. It speaks of taking the power away from people or trying to be right so much that you end up losing the person, you know. So try not to, you know, try to give them their space, or if it's a reconciliation from the past, try to listen to their point of view and don't try to argue and be right and no, it was your fault and I'm always right, and don't do that, because that's what this card means. Losing losing friendships, losing people that you care about because you want to be right. You want, so much that you end up losing your friends or family over that. So don't do it. And then clarifying the retreat card, you got the Emperor. The Emperor is all about the father figure. So you may meet someone that's very guiding, like, they're going to guide you. They're going to be like your father figure, the patriarch of your life. So this is a person that's coming in for a stable relationship, someone that's worked very, very hard already for what they have in life. That's going to be like a father figure to you in a sense, or someone that's, if you're looking for a woman, someone that's going to be very much your equal. Someone that's going to want to guide you or help guide you, Or a person that's self-made, and it could be an Aries because this card represents Aries, so it could be a fire sign for some of you. For others of you, it could be an air sign. Well, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this reading. It's turned out to be very long. I don't know if I'm going to be able to upload it, but if you would like your own private reading, as this is a general reading, this is a romance reading, please write to me at Raisatarot@gmail.com, or you can write to me at raisashealingarts11@gmail.com, and we can make an appointment for a reading, and you can have your own personal romance reading and see where you stand or what you are, or you can ask your own questions and we'll see what comes up. Know that I care and love you very much. I hope you've enjoyed this December romance reading, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.